Hi guys, and welcome to the test ride and review of the all-new Indian Sport Chief. I've ridden it the whole day here in Spain and I'm gonna tell you all about it. With the new Sport Chief, Indian wants to give the cruiser competition a run for their money. With sporty components, the new model is also intended to be convincing on twisty terrain. We saw for ourselves near Girona. True American muscle combined with sporty performance. That's what America's oldest motorcycle manufacturer, Indian Motorcycles, wants to achieve with the new Sport Chief. This is clearly aimed at the domestic competition in the form of the Harley-Davidson Low Rider S. We found out what the Indian has to offer during an extensive test ride. Thunderstroke 116, the name alone of the air-cooled V2 promises powerful thrust. At least, that's what the specs suggest. From 1890cc, the unit draws an output of 88 horsepower and a torque of a juicy 162 Nm. At the same time, modern features such as cylinder deactivation of the rear cylinder are installed to produce less heat when stationary. But back to the emotion. When the start button is pressed, the power plant roars into life and scores points even at a standstill with a rich sound from the dual exhaust and good vibrations. The first gear engages with a rich clunk and it's time for the test drive. During the ride, the three driving modes Sport, Standard and Tour are available. The modes control the power output and the response of the power unit. During our approximately 170 km test lap, mainly the Standard mode was active. Tour limits the power and offers a very smooth throttle response, best suited for poor conditions like rain. Sport mode represents the complete opposite and provides almost aggressive engine response, almost too much for narrow and nimble mountain roads in Spain. Standard represents the golden mean, the power delivery is very progressive, and the Thunderstroke is allowed to take an official breath. That's how sport cruising should be. The air-cooled V2 scored points in every situation during the test. Already from idle at 1000 revolutions per minute it provides thrust without jerking, until the rev limiter kicks in at just over 5000 revolutions per minute. However, it clearly feels most comfortable between 2000 and 4000 revolutions per minute. Here you can ride the torque wave and enjoy the pressure and vibrations expected from such an engine. When stationary, the only thing you should pay attention to is the placement of the legs. The exhaust heat shield quickly reaches its limits at operating temperature. The choice of suspension components is intended to clearly set the Sport Chief apart from the other Chief models and place it in a sporty position. Therefore, the manufacturer installs a non-adjustable KYB upside-down fork, which is already used in the Challenger models, as well as Fox stereo shocks with reservoir, which are adjustable in spring preload. The latter raised the suspension travel to 100 mm and at the same time increased the lean angle clearance to 29.5 degrees. So can the Sport Chief be driven sportily around the bends. Even before the curvy roads, the basically tightly tuned chassis convinces with enough comfort for relaxed cruising. However, it can also convince in the corners. The Sport Chief can be moved stably through the radii, also thanks to the standard tires in the form of the Pirelli Night Dragon. But sooner or later, the footrests touch down and warn of further lean angles, because on the right side, the dual exhaust is the next point of contact with the asphalt. The brakes also provide a positive surprise. On the Sport Chief, Indian installs 320mm dual discs in the front with 4 piston calipers and a 300mm disc with 2 piston anchor in the rear. In the cruiser class, the setup provides powerful deceleration, aided by ABS in a pinch. Pleasing news, after all, you're moving 311 kilograms around here without a rider ready to ride. Despite the increased lean angle clearance, the dragging of the footpegs is the clearest indicator of where the fun ends. But the position of the footpegs benefits the very comfortable seating position. This starts with the handlebars mounted on 152mm risers, which evoke a horizontally extended arm position. Fittingly, the 686 cm high gunfighter seat places you close to the ground, which also makes maneuvering the 311 kg machine easy. Both are with 175 cm height, as well as the German colleague from Motorrad with 2 meters height had no ergonomic problems on the 170 km tour. The new quarter fairing around the headlight also provides increased comfort. In Indian accessories, a higher and a lower version can be ordered on request. but even the standard windshield provides good wind protection at highway speeds. It's not just the comfortable ergonomics that invite long tours. The standard equipment also has plenty to offer. The centerpiece is the easy-to-read 4 inches round touchscreen, which is easy to operate even with gloves on. With the help of the so-called Ride Command system, various views can be switched through and features such as smartphone connectivity and turn-by-turn navigation can be selected. Extensive highway trips are also possible in a relaxed manner, since cruise control is also on board as standard. After a short familiarization phase, the numerous control units on the handlebars do not raise any questions and the most important information can be found quickly. The only annoyance is the speed of the system. Shortly after pressing the ignition, you are greeted by an Indian Motorcycles graphic. But before the driving relevant displays appear, it takes. And that for a long time. Around 10 seconds pass between pressing the start button and the displays appearing. This is simply too long in the year 2023. Although the display makes up for it afterwards, it should be better. If you think that the end of the line has been reached with the standard Sport Chief, you're wrong. In the performance, style and comfort categories, many parts from the Indian genuine accessories can be ordered, such as fully adjustable Fox shocks, different windshields, heated grips, different seats and much more. Depending on this, of course, the price goes up, starting at 25,790 euros in Austria and 21,990 euros in Germany. Swiss Indian fans have to put 22,590 francs on the counter. Conclusion. A bike that combines sport and cruising, that's the goal of Indian motorcycles. The test shows that the new Sport Chief is surprisingly sporty to ride, because the components on the chassis and brakes can score points on the country road. The engine with its 3 riding modes is also convincing, and inspires with great response and a powerful torque wave. This makes the new Sport Chief a cool all-rounder for all cruiser fans with sporty ambitions.
I hope you liked the review of the all-new Indian Sport Chief. Let me a comment down below. Tell me your thoughts on this bike and we see each other in the next video. Thanks and bye bye.